You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. Topping the list, flights delayed or canceled across the country with airliners stuck on the tarmac. The Federal Department of Transportation investigating why. At the center of the problem, an FAA computer system which sends out safety alerts to pilots. That system went down overnight. This morning, airlines were told to pause all takeoffs until safety information could be verified. The system is back online tonight, but the chain reaction within the airline industry remains. And Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is promising to hold the FAA accountable for what happened while making sure it doesn't happen again. Now, Knoxville's McGee-Tyson Airport was not immune to the problems. There we met people working to, well, rearrange their travel plans.
We have a red carpet event this evening that starts, I'm supposed to be there by 5 for that, to get ready for that. So yeah, now I'm going to miss that whole event. So it's a little bit of a bummer.
Got a text this morning saying my flight was going to be delayed 30 minutes. Now it's going to be an hour.
This is a systemic problem. It's not just our local airport. It's not the airline. It is a lot of things that happen, and so they're working as fast and as quick as possible to get you where you need to go.
Now, the outage affected individual airlines differently, so if you have an issue with your airline, make sure that you are contacting them directly. McGee-Tyson Airport posted a notice about the problem and the likelihood of impacts through the day. Looking at the departure section, we can see the delays lingering into the evening. Earlier flights to Dallas, New York, Denver were delayed anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 hours. There's still one delay listed, an American Airlines flight to Charlotte running more than 2 hours behind. Well, next on our big story list for you, progress on plans for a pedestrian bridge over the Tennessee River. The idea has been on the table for more than a decade and a half, and, well, last night, Knoxville City Council members gave the okay to a tentative step forward. That step, hiring grant writers in the hope of securing some federal funding. The idea is to connect the South Waterfront to the University of Tennessee.
Ped Bridge, which was in the original vision plan, now has moved up to be really viable, and there's an opportunity there.
The development takes time, and it's finally time, I think, to re-envision this idea, but it's important that the neighborhoods, the people that live there, have a say in how it gets done.
The notion of public input was echoed by a South Waterfront advocate pushing back. A statement from Janice Toker reading in part, quote, "There has been no public meeting to inform the community of these plans or get feedback." She goes on to say, perhaps the city needs to be reminded that the best way to get people on the same page with a shared vision is to provide transparency through public meetings. A public meeting on the project is set for February 13th at the Corbella Shrine Temple. It will be from 4 to 6:30. All right, our next big story for you tonight. A man accused of raping an unconscious University of Tennessee student found guilty. Prosecutors with the Knox County DA's office tell us the case against Gavin Quaidvlieg takes us back to February of 2020 when he and the victim were students. We're told he met the victim at an off-campus apartment, and that's where he allegedly gave the victim a concentration of marijuana extract, something referred to as a dab. Prosecutors said the victim then became ill, saying not to touch her before losing consciousness. The DA's office says the victim then awoke to Quaidvlieg sexually assaulting her. Afterward, we're told he offered to pay the victim if she did not report the rape. However, she did, reporting what she says happened to UT Knoxville Police, and the Sexual Assault Center of East Tennessee. Now, rape carries a punishment of 8 to 12 years. Quaidvlieg is due back in court to be sentenced next month. Now to a big story out of southeast Kentucky. A Kentucky woman facing charges tonight after allegedly sending threatening letters to a man. According to WRIL, that man called police after he received several letters in the mail with death threats. Police noted that the words on each letter were formed out of magazine cuttings, and some letters used cutout pictures that we are told seemed threatening. An investigation led Middlesboro police to the home of Debbie Mills. That's the woman on your screen. We're told while she was being questioned, she tried to hide magazines that police believe she used in the threatening letters. Mills now faces charges for terroristic threatening, tampering with physical evidence. She's expected back in court next week. The focus of our next Big 7 story, a different kind of letter. A Knox County commissioner making a request to the sheriff. In the letter, 1st District Commissioner Daisha Lundy is asking for the deputies involved in a viral encounter with a former teenage deli worker to attend Tuesday's commission work session. Now, Lundy says she wants the deputies to share their side of the story and to also answer questions. She also wants someone from the Sheriff's Office Human Resources Department to be there that night to discuss the department's social media policy. Now, we've been telling you about what played out on social media after the Sheriff's Office posted about the encounter back in November. The former McAllister's Deli worker has since shared her side of the story. The 15-year-old said she was simply changing shifts and had asked one of her co-workers to take care of the deputies who were trying to place an order. She also told commissioners her name was dragged through the mud because of the Sheriff's Office communications director. We have reached out to the Knox County Sheriff's Office to see if the department will honor Commissioner Lundy's request. We have not heard back. Tuesday's commission workshop, by the way, begins at 5 o'clock. Wrapping up our Big 7 list for you right now, the Knoxville community kicked off MLK Week celebrations today, honoring the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. As is tradition, the week started with the annual Interfaith Prayer Service, a gathering of faith leaders from all different beliefs coming together to share a message of peace, something Dr. King spent his life fighting for.
One of the things that Dr. King embodied was bringing people together of all races, cultures, and backgrounds. And so this service is exactly that. It's a gathering of worship, a gathering of togetherness, of different faiths, people of different backgrounds. So many times we're looking at our division and things that divide us rather than looking at the things that make us one. And so what it means to me is that slowly but surely, step by step, we may not be able to stamp out racism completely, but if we learn how to view each other as human beings and love each other equally, then we can come together and make a difference in our world.
MLK Week continues tomorrow with the Commission's annual Leadership Awards Luncheon. Good Morning Tennessee's Tirsa Smith will serve as this year's keynote speaker. January 15th brings the annual night with the Arts Tribute at UT's Cox Auditorium. And on January 16th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Overcoming Believers Church will host its annual MLK Memorial Tribute Service. The MLK Commission has decided to hold off, though, on its MLK Memorial Parade until June to be a part of this year's Juneteenth celebration. We are putting weather in our Big 7 list. Ken Weathers, he keeps throwing this S word in every once in a while, even though it doesn't feel like it right now, Ken.
Yeah, the first S word is spring-like, and that is for tomorrow. But Friday, the S word is snow. Yeah, in a 24-hour period, we'll see a big change. Mild right now. We're seeing temperatures still in the 50s, close to 60 in Athens. And I think many will actually see your temperatures rise a little bit as we go through the overnight hours. So these temperatures in the low 50s are pretty close to midnight. I think many will be closer to 60, especially on the plateau in Southern Valley by daybreak tomorrow. Then we continue to climb into the mid-60s thanks to very brisk winds, southwest about 15 to 30 miles per hour. And oh yes, we are weather aware because between mid-morning and mid-afternoon, a line of showers and storms will work their way through the area, and there is an opportunity for a few severe storms. Most likely area is Southern Valley, portions of McMinn, Monroe counties. That's a level 2 out of 5 risk. Everybody else, though, level 1 out of 5. Don't let your guard down, though. Isolated damaging wind gusts will be our biggest thing that we'll be looking for as these storms move through the area. But there'll be gusty winds even before some of the showers and storms get here. Then it gets much colder behind it, and then we're talking about snow. I'll have a snow map for you about what we're expecting across the area coming up in a minute, Bo.
All right, Ken, thank you very much.